Hello everyone and welcome back to my Beyond the Gates 24 official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The What to Watch moments for the Thursday, March 27th occasion of Beyond the Gates reveal there's commodity strange going on. Both Martin and his family are upset about Tyrell. Meanwhile, Marcel is being surprisingly nice. These men aren't the only bones who have people wondering about them. The Gates aren't always what it seems. There's commodity wrong with two of its residers, but for different reasons. Martin's family is concerned about his son, Tyrell. But is there a reason to be concerned? For some reason, this brings up a battle that Smitty has with Martin. As we know, Smitty is only telling half of the verity. He's not the only one who's having tough competitions recently. That's come the name of the game at Fairmont Crest. Meanwhile, there are also enterprises with Marcel. But it's not because there's anything wrong with him. It's just that Marcel is being too nice to Jacob, perhaps a little too nice. It's unlike him. Marcel's address catches Jacob off guard. Does this mean that he's up to commodity? Jacob feels that he should keep his feelers up. Commodity tells us that he's going to be on the lookout for Marcel. Also, in Thursday's occasion, Kat might also be over to no good. Or, perhaps she's determined to make effects be. She'll door a scheme of her own. As we formerly know, Kat had agreed to launch a luxury brand with Chelsea. But will she strike out on her own rather? Meanwhile, Leslie offers a helping hand to Eva. Indeed, though she might have the right intentions, she might not understand what the word help means. Commodity tell us that Leslie's kindness might beget disunion between these two. Anita looks longingly at a picture of her singing days when Chelsea arrives for a converse. She asks her grandmother to look at a picture of a bag. Anita asks about the developer and Chelsea says it's her. Further, Kat is going to help her vend it under the marquee of her own global brand. Anita prodigies if she's taking on too important with her being similar a successful model. She gets the point and understands her granddaughter doesn't know how to tell Danny. Chelsea explains it was her modeling which developed her interest in how products are made rather than displaying them on the runway. She knows she has to be honest with her mama. Anita notes how her mama didn't want her to be a songster, but effects be. She encourages to tell her mama and Chelsea decides she's ready. Danny orders a morning blend when Pamela calls. She updates her friend on the battle with Haley. Just also, Vernon arrives for breakfast with Anita. While they stay, he wants to bandy Bill and Haley. He says he'll no way forgive them for what they did to Danny and the entire family. Danny gets it but says she has also been trouble for the family recently. Vernon acknowledges his son's problematic jest, but also embraces her as his son. Encouraged by his positive words, Danny makes her exit. Vernon spies her orange juice but is surprised when he takes a belt and finds it to be high octane. Danny comes back, grabs her juice and makes another exit. Anita arrives and tells him about her meeting with Chelsea. Vernon follows up by agitating his meeting with Danny and how she's concentrated on Chelsea's modeling career. Anita interrupts him to let him know about Chelsea's career plans. Latterly, Vernon updates Anita on Martin's plans to run for president. She knows it can't be as he'd no way survive the scrutiny of being vetted for the loftiest office in the land. Further, Smitty and the kiddies would inescapably be contributory damage. Vernon swears to end his intentions before it's too late. Danny meets with the diary of the fashion show when Chelsea arrives. She congratulates her mama on her hard work. Before Chelsea can tell her mama about the bag line, Danny pulls out a contract she negotiated for her son to be the face of the fashion show for the coming 3 times. Bill, Tomas, and Mike await a meeting. Mike decides it's a good time to tell an off-color joke which sends Bill reeling. Mike says he can be a veritably good boy but also makes a sexual comment about Haley. Bill all but threatens to kill him if he doesn't back down. After a bit more unhappy talk, Mike decides to leave. Bill and Tomas sputter a bit about his children. He recalls agitating legal cases at Regale with Naomi. He thinks he could conceivably reunite with Chelsea but thinks his eldest may be a tougher nut to crack. He indicates the problems with Naomi predated his affair and union with Haley. With that, Bill sends Tomas on his way and gapes at a picture of him with Naomi. Naomi calls a meeting of the three women who want to sue her father's law office. They say her services are no longer demanded. They know they surpassed by asking Naomi to go up against her father in court. Naomi admits she had a tough time with the decision. It took a while, but she's ready to fight for them in court. They ask many further probing questions before agreeing to move forward. Naomi vows they will win. She has the papers prepared and asks for their authorization to serve them. They all agree and move forward to gain plutocrat and justice. With that, the meeting ends and Naomi gets a textbook. Martin has a flashback to that cataclysmal night. He pounds his fists on the table as Smitty enters and asks what's wrong. Martin, formerly again, lies saying he was working on a bill as he grows his namer base. Smitty thinks it sounds like he's going to run for advanced office. He promises he isn't fire up for anything right now. Martin promises Smitty they're going to everything they want now and in the future. Just also, Martin gets a call from his forefather requesting him at breakfast. He tries to get out of the meeting, but Vernon insists. Latterly, Smitty is drawing up and notices Martin left his phone. Martin arrives and is incontinently brazened by his grandparents about running for president. He thinks he can control the situation, but his grandparents remind him there are other folks who know his secrets and at least one of them cannot be trusted. Bill gets a call from Caroline with a call from Haley. As he finishes up, Naomi arrives. He's thrilled she's arrived and says he'll do whatever it takes to make effects more with her and her family. Bill talks about his love for his son and how she's the stylish part of him. Just also, Tomas enters saying they've a problem. Martin tells his grandparents he has a dream and can't understand why they're stifling his growth. Vernon provides exemplifications of folks who had an impact without entering the Oval Office. Martin thinks they're saying he's not presidential material, as Smitty listens in. He walks down as Martin's discussion with his grandparents continues. He promises to recognize them always indeed if they do'nt believe in him. With that, he walks down. Back at the house, Martin smothers as he looks for his phone. Smitty walks in with it and says he went to the club to bring it to him. He says he eavesdropped Martin's discussion with his grandparents and refers to his hubby as Mr. President. Danny gives Chelsea a pen to subscribe the contract, but she says she can't as she's done with modeling. Bill is served with papers about the sexual importunity action and can't believe Naomi is suing him. Suckers are buzzing with excitement for the forthcoming cleaner that's set to debut in just over a week, and it seems CBS shares that enthusiasm. The network has unveiled a thrilling new promo that highlights its fresh lineup of detergents, with BTG taking center stage in the Skulk Peep. The videotape kicks off with the gates of Fairmont Crest swinging open, accompanied by the expression, "CBS Day is soapier," flashing on the screen alongside a sportful emoji covering its eyes. BTG's Danny Dupree, portrayed by Carla Mosley, confidently declares, "I'm done with being disrespected," as the scene transitions to Rop's Karen Huger, who snaps her fritters, blurting drink to Fairmont Crest. This sets off a dynamic montage of clips from CBS's triad of day dramatizations The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful, in a thrilling 25 alternate promo.